Good morning, students. Today we are going to study about the topic winds, storms and cyclones. Okay, we know that wind, right? Then what is meant by cyclones? Cyclones are basically storms which generated in ocean due to what? High speed wind, okay, and air pressure difference. Okay, cyclone is basically a storm which generated in where? Ocean of due to high speed of wind and air pressure difference. Okay, cyclones happen in Orissa on 1999. Cyclones happen in Orissa. Orissa was hit by a cyclone with wind speed of 200 km per hour on 18th October 1999. In Orissa, cyclone occur with wind speed of 200 km per hour on 18th October 1999. Okay, the cyclone smashed 45,000 houses, making 7 lakh people homeless. Okay, it smashed what? 45 houses like tsunami. Okay, these are natural disaster. Cyclone also a natural disaster like what? Tsunami. Okay, it smashed 45,000 houses and 7 lakh people has no home. Okay, homeless people. On 29 October the same year, a second cyclone with wind speed of 260 km per hour hit Orissa again. Okay, on the same year, second time cyclone occur in the same place. Okay, in Orissa, but the wind speed may differ. Okay, first 200 kilometers, second 260 kilometer. Okay, it affected many people's, their property, their rupees are destroyed. Okay, cyclone affected agriculture, their transport, their communication and the electricity supply also affected, okay, by this cyclone. Then air exerts pressure. Here there is an activity. Take a tin can with a lid. Okay, fill it approximately half with water. The tin filled with half of water. Heat the can on a candle flame. Okay, till the water boils. Let the water boil for a few minutes. Blow out the candle of the candle flame. Okay, then immediately put the lid tightly on the can. Be careful in handling the hot can. Okay, handling the can is very careful. Okay, we want to carefully handle the can. Put the can carefully in a shallow metallic vessel or wash basin. Okay, and pour fresh water over the can. What happens then? Pour fresh water over the can. The shape of the can will be distorted. Okay, see the picture, ma? As the water is poured over the can, some steam is in the can condenses into water, reducing the amount of air inside. Okay, the pressure of the air inside the can decreases the pressure exerted by the air from the outside. As a result, what happens? Can gets compressed. Okay, the shape may be changed, right? See the can? So this activity confirms that air exert pressure. Okay, the air exert pressure. The water is poured over the can. Some steam in the can condenses into water. Okay, then it reduces what? Amount of air inside. So the pressure of the air inside the can decreases the pressure exerted by the air outside. As a result, what happens? The can gets compressed. Okay, this activity confirms what? Air exerts pressure. Then the next thing is high speed wind or accompanied by reduced air pressure. Okay, high speed wind are accompanied with what? Reduced air pressure. Increased wind speed is indeed accompanied by reduced air pressure. Okay, the speed increases it indeed with what? Reduced air pressure. Air moves from the region where the air pressure is high to the region where the air pressure is low. Okay, air moves from one region to another where the air pressure is high to the region where the air pressure is low. Okay, the greater the difference in pressure, the faster the air moves. Okay, the greater difference in pressure is what? The faster air moves. Okay, it is the greater difference. Then air expands on heating. Here also one activity. Okay, take a boiling tube. Okay, take a boiling tube. Stretch a balloon tightly over the neck of the tube. Okay, you can use a tape to make it tight. Then pour some hot water in a beaker. Okay, inside the boiling tube with a balloon in the hot water, we are observing for 2 to 3 minutes for any change in the shape of the balloon. We are observing the test tube. Okay, then test tube and balloon. Take the tube out, let it cool down to the room temperature. Take some ice cold water in another beaker and place the tube with the balloon in cold water for 2 to 3 minutes. First hot water, then cold water. Observe the change in the shape of the balloon. What happens on heating? What happened? Hot water, the air expands and occupies more space. When the same thing occupies more space, it becomes lighter. The warm air is therefore lighter than the cold water. Okay. The balloon inflated when the boiling tube is placed in hot water. Okay, the same balloon deflated when the tube is kept in cold water. Here the air expands on heating. Okay. Then the next thing is hot air rises up. Here also one activity. Take 2 paper bags or empty paper cups of same size. Hang the 2 bags in the inverted position on the 2 ends of a metal or wooden stick. Okay, see the picture. First we want to take 2 paper bags or empty paper cup of same size. Hang the 2 bags in the inverted position on the 2 ends of a metal or wooden stick. Okay, tie a piece of thread in the middle of the stick. Hold the stick by the thread as in balance. Put a burning candle below one of the bag. Observe what happened. You want to observe what are the changes happening in the bag. Okay, what are the changes happening? In nature, there are several situations where warm air rises at a place. The air pressure at the place is lowered. The cold air from the surrounding air rushes into the fill it place. Okay, this set up convection in air. Okay, as the warm air rises up, it pushes the bag above the candle. Okay, here the warm air rushes up, it pushes the bag above the candle. Okay, on heating, the air expands and occupies more space. When the same thing occupies more space, it becomes lighter. The warm air is therefore lighter than the cold air. Okay, that is the reason that the smoke goes up. Okay, we know that smokes are going up because of this activity, because of this air expands. Okay, then the next thing is wind currents are generated due to uneven heating on the earth. First we study about uneven heating between the equator and the poles. Okay, here the region that are close to the equator get maximum heat from the sun, that we know, right? The region that are close to the equator get maximum heat from the sun. To air in this region gets warm. Okay, in the same region the air becomes warm because of maximum heat from the sun. In the equator they are getting maximum heat from the sun, so the surrounding air changes to warm. Okay, the warm air rises and the cooler air from the region in the 0 to 30 degree latitude belt on the either side of the equator moves in. Okay, the equator is moving, right? Here the region in 0 to 30 degree latitude belt on either side of the equator moves in. Okay, these winds blow from the north and south towards the equator. Okay, these winds moves from north to south towards the equator. At the pole, air is colder than that at latitude above 60 degree. Okay, at the poles the air is colder because it is the latitude about what, 60 degree. Also the air is colder. The warmer air at these latitude rises up and the cold wind from the polar region rises in to take its place. Okay, the warm air rises up, the cold wind polar region rushes in. Okay, in this way wind circulation is set up from the poles to the warmer latitude. Okay, the wind circulation is set up from the poles to the warmer latitude. The wind would have flown in the north-south direction from north to south or from south to north. Because of these, the wind flown in north-south direction, north to south or south to north. A change in direction is however caused by what? Rotation of earth. The earth is rotating, right? Changes happen because of rotation of earth. Then the next thing is, this is equator. North pole and south pole. They are having north pole and south pole. Second picture, Seema. Heated air rising, cold air descending. Okay. Then uneven heating of land and water. Okay, uneven heating of land and water. In summer, near the equator, the land warms up faster and most of the time the temperature of the land is higher than the water in the ocean. Okay, in summer, near the equator, the land warms up. Okay, the time the temperature of the land is higher than that of water in the ocean. Okay, summer season means January, I think, January to July. The air over the land gets heated and rises. Okay, the air over the land, summer season means the air get heated, right, and rises. This causes the wind to flow from the ocean towards the land. Okay, this causes the wind to flow from the ocean towards the land. Then these are monsoon wind. Okay, the word monsoon is derived from the Arabic word mansam, which means season. Okay, which means what? Season. Then in summer, near the equator, the land warms. Okay, the time of the temperature of the land is higher than the water in the ocean. The air over the land gets heated and rises. Okay, the air over the land gets what? Heated in the summer season. This causes what? Wind to flow from ocean towards the land. These are called monsoon wind. Then in winter, the direction of the wind flow get reversed. It flows from land to the ocean. There, ocean to land, ocean towards the land. But here in winter, it reversed. It flows from land to the ocean. The wind from the ocean carry water and bring what? Rain. Okay, the wind from the ocean carry water and bring what? Rain. It is a part of the water cycle. In ocean, the water, if it heated means it goes and it brings what? Rain. The monsoon wind carry water and it rains. Okay, clouds bring rain and give us happiness. Farmers in our country depend mainly on rain for their harvest, right? In our country, farmers are waiting for rain, right? This way only the rain is coming. Okay, thank you students. That's all about today's topic. Next class we discuss about the remaining topic. Thank you.